My name is Megan Gasch. I'm a board-certified music therapist here at United Cerebral Palsy. United Cerebral Palsy is a nonprofit. They work with adults and children with disabilities to provide services for them. And then I work specifically with Early Beginnings Academy, which is special needs preschool, but for children 0 to 8 years old. We work with children who have a variety of diagnoses, from cerebral palsy to autism to Down syndrome to developmental delay. It's really a broad spectrum of a lot of different disorder diagnoses. I studied at Sam Houston State University. My piano professor actually introduced me to the music therapy head of the faculty there. And we talked, and I really fell in love with the program, and so I ended up doing a double major in piano performance and music therapy. The music therapy professor was telling me that it was about using elements of music to focus on wellness, and I thought that was really interesting. As far as the relationship between music and therapy, I think it's something that's very natural. I think if you ask anyone why they love music, well, they're going to have different answers about how they use it in their daily life, or about songs that are special to them. So I think just as human beings, we have this very natural connection to music. It's in our biology, And so I think whenever you're examining how different elements of music can be therapeutic, it really falls into place nicely. I mean, whenever you have a strong beat, you want to move to it. Whenever you have a catchy melody, you want to sing along with it. So it's been really a wonderful career to see how these things that I already loved and I already responded to, how I can use that in a very clinical and therapeutic way to help a child have a better quality of life, to reach goals, to express themselves.
Sit up, Brian.
Yes, Daniela! By yourself, go. Great job! You did it! Very nice.
At UCP, some moments that kind of solidified, this is what I'm supposed to do, like I'm in the right place, this is what I want to do with my life. I see a little boy for music therapy individually. He was nonverbal though, so he didn't talk. And he was very smart though. You could tell, he was a very, very smart little boy. And I remember one day I had a microphone and I wanted to try and see if he was interested in it, because it amplifies your voice, that's a very different sound. And so I plugged it into my little amp, and I took the microphone and I said hello, like in a musical way, like hello. And immediately he grabs the microphone and he imitates me. First time we had ever heard this little boy say anything.
Whoa.
It was just a really great moment, because all it took was like a microphone, and all of a sudden he was motivated to try and talk. It was still difficult for him, it was still new for him, but as soon as we figured that out, the parents bought like a karaoke machine at home and was having him try to sing, and it was just really great. We opened up this whole little world for him, and it was such a cool moment, because especially for children with autism, that moment where you can break through and you can connect to them, because it's so difficult for them sometimes. They have so many sensory motor things happening in their body. They have so much they're having to deal with, the communication issues, and their brain, is just wired differently than ours, and so they experience their environment completely differently.
Wow! Train.
Ay, bonito.
All right, you guys ready to help me be a train today? What do trains do? Chugga. Oh, what do they say? Oh, that's right, Urban. Are we ready?
because music therapy is not something that's very known, I would have people ask me crazy things at the places where I went. They would ask if this was my real job. They would ask if I had to go to school for this at all. It was just very interesting. It was kind of like I was the happy, fun music lady. I was just like entertainment. And so I think that's why I've enjoyed working at UCP so much, and why I decided to come here, because I knew that they had such a great respect for music therapy, and that they had such a great program here.
Music is done. I hope you had fun.
This isn't about a paycheck, this is about a passion.
Yeah, you hear it?
Some organizations, they use music. It's musicians who are maybe playing for people at a hospital or something like that. So I think it's very difficult sometimes for people to see where the line is between music that is therapeutic and a music therapy session. So just because, you know, listening to a song makes you feel better doesn't mean that that is music therapy. Changes in how I view myself as a therapist is just, it's been more about the relationships, more about the creativity, more about just this general sense of wellness, and not so black and white, what, you know, happens and what doesn't happen, the stimulus, the response. It's just more about, you know, creating these moments that are really meaningful.